Peter Van Buren is a former State Department official and a whistleblower. He joins us tonight. So, Peter, we've been at this for a little over 2 weeks now, I think, the Ukraine story. I don't think of you as especially partisan. What's your assessment? Do we know more now than we did 2 weeks ago and enough to justify impeachment? Are you starting to think this is a real story or no?
No, it's not. I mean, essentially, the first complaint surfaced the phone call. The full transcript is available online. Anyone can read it, and it's clearly not crazy or frightening. It clearly doesn't represent any kind of demand for political quid pro quo or anything along those lines. What we've seen, however, is some very clever teeing up of information and kind of a three-way pitch and toss between the Democrats, the media, and what's going on with this so-called whistleblower. Now, there's a second whistleblower that we're led to believe somehow is adding to the narrative, but I think what is emerging is that the second whistleblower is actually the source for the first whistleblower, which means it's all the same thing. Now, this is different than in the Kavanaugh case where they sent Michael Avenatti out to find additional victims wherever he could. In this case, there's other lawyers who have taken time off from chasing ambulances to get on Twitter and play up their second whistleblower. But in fact, he's simply the source for the first whistleblower. The CIA, this is an old trick. It's called a feedback loop. And essentially what you do is you set up one of your sources to back up another source, and you make it appear that your initial source is more credible by feeding information into the loop. That's what seems to be going on here. They're repurposing a witness as a second whistleblower.
Well, it does have the hallmark of that. Thank you for pointing. I was trying to think as I'm watching this, since we have the transcript, of course, so all of this is kind of superfluous.
It's all moot, yeah.
Right, exactly. But I'm watching this, I'm thinking, what does this remind me of? And that's exactly right. It is a feedback loop. Peter, thanks so much.
We saw that. Thank you.
Exactly.